Hey there yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. Today I have another whole body short yoga snack for you. I've got one block for this practice and let's begin on your back. Coming into your reclined butterfly pose. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. Of course, if you're feeling a little vulnerable here, you can always place your block or a rolled up towel underneath each leg. And let's place the very tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Feel that gentle tone in the back of your throat, that constriction. For Ujjayi breath, it's as though you're creating a very direct, narrow channel for the breath to pass. And we're going to move the arms with the breath. As you inhale, float the arms up and overhead. And we'll hold it here just for the next few breaths. In a moment, when we exhale, we'll bring the arms back down by your side. But as you do so, engage Mula Bandha. So that means toning around your base, around the genitals. Ladies can lift the pelvic floor. Let's take one more inhalation here. And then as you exhale, lower the arms down, engage Mula Bandha. Then as you inhale, float the arms back up, relax the bandha, be soft around the base. A moment to pause, and then exhale, float those arms back down, bandha on. Let's do two more. In your next inhalation, we'll float the arms overhead again, and this time we'll keep them there. Either let the hands fall naturally or hold onto opposite elbows with the hands. We're only here for 3 breaths. Be sure to pause before you exhale, and then as you exhale, engage Mula Bandha. On your third exhalation, float the arms down, and you can use the hands to help those knees come together. Let's hug them into the chest. And then keep a hold of your left leg, straighten your right leg, hover the heel off the mat, and then lift the upper body off the mat. So trying to push your shin into your hands, pull the hands into the shin. Option 1 is here. Option 2, release the leg, and then alternate the legs. Keep the jaw relaxed. The next time you bend the left leg, take a hold, lower down. Move the hips just a touch to the left, and then we're going to twist. Take a hold of your block. Left leg over to the right. Breathe into the lower belly and the lower back. And then when you're ready, roll onto your right side. You can prop your head up with your hand if you like. Keeping your left knee as it is, straighten your right leg and rotate the leg so the heel points up to the ceiling, and then take the leg back just a little, bend the knee and reach for the foot. You can always use a strap or a belt if you can't reach the foot. So you might choose to keep the head up, or you can lay down a little lower, resting on the arm. So a little bit of activation here through the lower abdominal muscles. Try to lift the pubic bone up towards the belly button. You should feel that right thigh fire up a little more. Inhale, and then exhale to release. Straighten both legs now, stacking them on top of one another, and we'll lift up into a side sphinx. So you might choose to stay on those forearms, a little deeper if you straighten the arms. So let's look over the left shoulder. And lower down. Return to your back. Hugging the right knee in. Floating the upper body off the mat and the left heel. Either staying here with that gentle resistance or release the leg and then alternate. So in your practice, it's very important that you find a balance between lengthening the body, stretching, and strengthening. Let's hug the right knee in and move into your twist. Try to relax the right hip and buttock. From here, roll onto your left side. Rotating the left leg, heel up to the ceiling. Take the leg back and then reach for the foot. Your next exhalation, release the foot, straightening both legs and propping up into your side sphinx. And let's push ourselves up from here, coming onto your tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's curl those toes under. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round the spine. Move with your breath. Your next exhalation, round the spine and then lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Press into the pads of the fingers. From here, step your left foot forward halfway between the right foot and hands, and then turn both feet out to the left. We're coming into a variation of your side plank. So left arm can come up, or you can reach that arm overhead. Press into the left foot, and with your right hand here, try and squeeze the pads of the fingers in towards one another, and turn the heel of the palm in a little. It's just going to give you a little more muscle activation around and the elbow, help you improve your strength there. Option 1 is here. Option 2, take a flow, lower the hip down. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale to lower. And from here, let's transition into your downward facing dog. Step that leg all the way through this time in between the hands. Low lunge, right knee to the mat. Recruit your block here. Take your block underneath your left hand and we'll lift the right arm up. Take the hand to the back of the head. So it's a little open twist here. Rotate the heart just a little towards the right. Engage the right buttock. Inhale. And exhale. Let's lower hands down. Step back into your downward facing dog. Then right foot forward halfway between left foot and hands. Turn the toes out to the right. Raise the right arm. Either stay here or take your flow. And bringing that hand all the way down now into your downward facing dog. And step right foot through all the way. Bring your block over underneath your right hand, left arm up. Take the hand to the back of the head. Gently draw that shoulder back. Inhale. And exhale, lower left hand down. High lunge, pick up the back knee, and then rock back to step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale to fold. So feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to here. I'd like you to place your hands underneath your feet, and you're standing on the palms there, and you want the toes to meet the creases of the wrist. Feel as though you're trying to pull your hands out from underneath your feet. You might even like to wiggle those toes there. A little bit of wrist therapy. Let the head hang. If you've got range of motion, elbows can bend out to the side. Well done. Let's release those hands. Step the left foot back. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot for your lizard pose, so you can heel toe the right foot a little further to the right if you need to. Feel free to lower that left knee down to the mat and gently draw the hands back as you reach the heart forward. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, take the right hand to the thigh, a little twist there. Option 3, bend the left leg and take a quad stretch. Kick the foot back into the hand. And on your next exhalation, release the foot. Lift up that left knee. We'll pivot the feet now, moving into a wide-legged forward fold. So those feet are parallel to the short side of the mat, slight pigeon toe. Bring your block over if the floor is a little too far away. Otherwise, option just to fold forward, hands if you can in line with the feet, or maybe you can interlace the hands behind the back, straightening the arms. Feel free to keep the heels of the palms apart. Gently lift through the arches of the feet and lift the kneecaps, engage the quads. Inhale and exhale. Let's lower those hands down. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Let's come into lizard pose on this side. So both hands on the inside of your left foot. Lower right knee down. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, left hand to the thigh, take the twist, or maybe even the quad stretch. And let's release that foot. Returning to your wide-legged forward fold. And then back to the top of the mat into your lunge. Step back into your downward facing dog. Let's come forward into plank and then lower down onto the forearms. It's a forearm plank. So if you need to lighten the pose, you can just bring those hips down to the mat. Mula Bandha engaged. keeping the jaw relaxed. From here, step the feet in a little closer, find your dolphin pose. Gently send your armpits towards your thighs. And step those feet back. Lower the knees to the mat, wide-legged child's pose. So walk the hips back or keep the arms in front, and you've got the option to take the hands into prayer above the head. And let's lower those hands down, lifting up. Coming into a seated position now, taking those legs as wide as they will comfortably go. If you need to lighten the pose, you can always elevate the hips on a rolled up towel or on your block. Option 1, you'll stay upright, toes and knees pointing up to the ceiling. Try to engage the quads, so draw up those kneecaps. Option 2, if it's available for you, you can fall forward. A gentle tone through Mula Bandha and gently pressing down through those heels. And let's inhale to come all the way up. Use the hands to help those legs come back together. A little squeeze. And then lower down onto your navel, coming into your Sphinx pose. Gently draw the elbows back towards the hips. You might even like a little neck stretch here as you drop the right ear towards the shoulder. And then changing sides. And when you're ready, let's lower down, roll over onto your back. And just before we move into shavasana, we'll just take a supported bridge pose with your block. So lifting up the hips and placing it underneath the bottom. You might like it on the flat side, or if it feels okay for your back, you can go to the second height. Arms can be by your side or above the head, and you can either keep those knees bent or you can straighten and relax the legs. And let's bend those knees if the legs are straight. Lifting up the hips and the heels together, remove the block. Keep those heels high as you lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Touching down, cup the hands over the knees. Arms as straight as you inhale, bend the elbows as you exhale. So if your back needs longer with this motion, please take it. Otherwise, we'll stack the knees above the hips or thereabouts. Push the palms into the knees and pull the knees back into the palms. So you're creating a little bit of resistance there. A little bit of core. Mula Bandha engaged. Well done. And release. You can lower those feet all the way down to the floor, preparing for shavasana. Before we settle into shavasana, let's run 3 waves of tension through the body. So inhale, engage all of your muscles, make fists with your hands, screw up your face, tighten your buttocks, squeeze everything you can. Hold for as long as is comfortable. And then when you need to breathe out, relax and ha out the breath. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and hold. Last one. Be soft. Be spacious. Give in to gravity. When you're ready, inhaling a little deeper. And feel free to rock the head from side to side. Follow any urges to wiggle toes and fingers. Or stretch as though you just woke up. In your own time, rolling to your preferred side before bringing yourself up to seated. Thanks for practicing with me today, yogis. I hope that you enjoyed the class. If so, please do subscribe to the channel, not just my channel, but any teacher that you watch on a regular basis. Best way to support free yoga on YouTube. Wishing you a lovely day.